Hi everyone, a little video from the kitchen today. I'm in here trying to glean all the goodness I can get out of the garden because it's dying out there, but I picked the last of the beans and I let them get a little too big, but I don't mind a chewy bean. It doesn't bother me. I string them, but sometimes they're still chewy. And then this is an underripe butternut squash that I used most of it in some soup and my dinner last night. So I'm going to freeze this. They're really good underripe. I eat the skin and all. And they're good. They're very velvety and buttery tasting. So I've got a little Tulsi here to make some tea. But I need to go get a half-gallon jar. So a ball jar so I can pour boiling water on it to make a half-gallon of tea with that. And some compost. And then yesterday I went to the Laps greenhouse here in a local place and I got 2 dozen ears of corn. So I froze it. And today I'm making a big pot of corn chowder. I'll freeze this also. It's good to have ready meals in the freezer. So, especially soups. I'm a soupaholic. But I still need to add, milk and some other goodies to that to make it more chowdery. But I take the corn cobs after I cut the kernels off and I boil them in water to make like a corn cob stock for my base. So, I just don't like to waste things. So, that's what I did for that. So I got that going on. And then over here, I've got more things to process. These were pears from my pear tree finally. There were 6 of them. I've already eaten 2. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Look at that. I got a cat here. But it's been in the ground 6 years, so 6 pears. I hope next year that I have 12 pears. Anyway, I've got to prune the tree actually. And I've got a few cucumbers here that I want to cut up. These are silver slicers. And a few of the straight 8, which I'm not going to grow again. They were a try. And I didn't like them. They're bitter. I didn't get a bad harvest necessarily, but almost all of them were bitter. And I'll eat them because I am not that picky when it comes to growing my own produce. I will eat what I grow, and I have some green tomatoes to chop up to freeze because I made this most delicious green tomato cake. Oh, it was good. It was kind of tasted like mincemeat, but more fresh and tender. Oh, it's good stuff. So I'm going to freeze those, chop them up and freeze them, and some cubanella and some kind of Italian pepper. Peppers didn't do great for me this year. I might have averaged 1 pepper per plant. So, but such is life. Whatever. But these are the last of the ripe red tomatoes. The last of the tomatoes. There's more of these out there I have to pick tonight. But these, I believe, were Gardener's Delight from a tomato bush that came up on its own from seed from last year out in the garden. And it did really well for me not planting it. Got some dried Tulsi here. These were the Red Pride. They're an F1 variety of tomato. Determinate. They're supposed to be highly disease resistant, so that's why I grew them. They're not bad. They are not an Amana orange or a Brandywine, but that's okay. I grew them. Here's a plant that my friend gave me. I don't know if you can see, but it's a pitcher plant. Can you see the pitcher? This isn't open yet, but it will open and it will eat all my gnats I have flying around the house. They'll be attracted to it, fall in, and get eaten by this beautiful You can't really see it because it's under the grow light. But yeah, she's getting... There's one too back here. Another picture forming. So beautiful. I really would like to find a spot in a window for it, but I don't know where to put it yet. And here's a harvest basket from this morning. Look at the colors in here. These are the young Jung okra. This lighting is terrible. Sorry, folks. It's like orange. A beautiful neon orange. And I've got some cubanella in here. Some more Italian frying peppers. 2 zucchini. It's my first year being able to grow zucchini and actually harvest some. First time ever, say, almost in my life of gardening. But yay, me. So yeah, they're beautiful. There's a few more cucumbers in here. These are going to get cut up. These are my hot cherry peppers. And I'm going to freeze them. I really like these in a soup I make. I call it my Spanish vegetable soup, but I only call it that because I put these yummy peppers in it. So, oh, and there's these tomatoes. These are still making. These are the Favorite de Bretagne. Can you get a look at that? Yeah. They're a green tomato. When they're ripe, they're still green with this beautiful golden sheen. So, but yummy okra, my favorite. So, and I have my garlic here, which I've got to peel and freeze because it won't survive if I don't. The skin didn't dry properly. I kept them outside too long, and it's so humid here that it did not do well. But they're still tasty. And one of these nights I'm going to sit down and peel them all, and I'll freeze them in a jar, just the cloves whole. And then here's more of this squash that came up. I think they are a Seminole squash. They could be a cross between a Seminole and a butternut, but I didn't plant these vines. They came up on their own, and I pulled most of them out. They were in my compost, but I left about 3 of them, and I've gotten quite a harvest. Look at this big bad boy. Look at that's like yum. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here that are winter harvest, winter storage ready. These are all, you know, hard shelled. Picked them once their stems were dry. But there's like 2 or 3 more out there that I will eat green. So they're kind of like a zucchini, but much, much better. They're like a yummy. They don't, when they're cooked, they don't disintegrate like zucchini does in soups and things. They keep their nice, firm, buttery taste. I've got some fermenting pickles going on. I just do this with brine, hot cayenne, and garlic. That's all I like in mine. Oh, so good. Even if they're a little bitter, I don't care. I love them. So I've actually got, this is the last jar I did, but here I'll show you. Over here in the fridge, I have a mess going on, but I've got like, these are my pickled beets, red beet eggs, but I've got like 2 jars of fermented beans, yummy green beans, and some relish in there. I've got another gallon jar, can you see in there, of fermented pickles. And then there's another jar up here of fermented pickles. I really need a whole nother fridge just for my fermentation things. I'm really looking into it. I think it would help. Here I'm trying to perfect a Thai iced tea recipe. It's okay. I'm getting there. So anyway, that's what's going on in my kitchen. I've still got a lot to do. Anyway, but isn't the color beautiful? Beautiful color. And it's been a long garden season. But I'm pretty happy with a lot of the produce I got. And already planning for next year. I've ordered my garlic and my saffron bulbs. So, yay me. Anyway, everybody have a good rest of the day. And we'll catch up with you later. Bye.